Sometimes we do see a problem through the problem's eyes, and we think that we can solve the problem through a problem. When you clean your soul garden, and there is a stone that you're looking at, and you're looking that stone in front of you, in back of side, and it's a hard stone, and it's hurtful, and you try to remove that problem in your life from your garden, in your soul, the heart, and you have no result or no um, illusion for that solving for that problem. The stone is there, and then you give up. You give up because you cannot resolve the problem, because we human do always think that we can resolve the problems in our flesh. It is in us, and it's good to resolve, but this is something that God can only solve the problem. You put the stone back to the ground and back off from your heart garden and give God the opportunity to take the stone and pray, now I give it to you. I cannot resolve this problem. And he comes and take up that stone from your heart, because it's taking place in your heart, and it's in front of the soul that cannot grow. The fruit cannot come up. The ground is good in your heart, but the stone is on the way on that ground. So the good seed cannot put in there. God cannot put the seed there because the stone is on the way. So he needs to remove that stone first. Your own thoughts, how it should be, your own thinking, how it should resolve this problem. But when you're tired and you give up because you cannot resolve that, it says in the scripture that man's strength is nothing for the God, just simply English here, that we shall give up our own strength, like the horses, you know. We people do praise people who are strong, but God sees in different way that we give up, that we should be only depend on him. And that is a process. And you are there right now because you're looking at that stone that you cannot resolve. And you say, God, I cannot resolve that. Finally, you see the stone in your heart that you're trying to resolve. And it's hard. The stone is always hard. And it's also in the way of the good soil that you have in your heart. When God removes that stone, he can put the seed, the word in your heart, so it can grow, so the roots will get deeper in you, in the Christ, and depend on him. But until then, you depend on yourself and your own strength and your own abilities. But when you realize that can take time, and you see that this is nothing that you should think about or you can resolve, you give up and you get tired because you want to resolve this problem on yourself. And then you try to get God the glory and so on. But this is not functioning in you. You give it to God, and he removes that stone, and then he gives the words, the seed, and it starts to grow. And after a while, it comes fruit. The God is the sun that shines on your heart, but he is also that who takes care of your soul problems and take out of that stone from your heart. But you need to give it to him. You need to move on and back off so he can take that stone and give up. In your own strength, you cannot do nothing. We think that we can resolve the problems through the problem's eyes, and we turn that stone backward and in front of it and so on, because we think that human, we do that. And there is nothing wrong about that. And he is longing to see that you give it up and give it to the Lord and say, I cannot resolve this problem. Thank you, he says. Now can I take that problem? This was today's thoughts today, and bye for now. Thank you.